Hello everyone, thank you for tuning into my channel. Today I am coming to you with a video talking about something that I was recently asked about in Florida. So I went to Miami in November. I was there on a panel for the Quintessential Naturals hair tour, and someone asked about how to choose products, or she made the comment about that there's so many different products now that she doesn't really know where to start and where to begin. And there were so many people in the audience who were like, you know, co-signing on the fact that there's like too many natural hair products. I want to know what you honestly feel about all these natural hair products. Do you feel like it's a good thing, or do you feel like it's a bad thing? And tell me why. Man, listen, y'all can miss me with the complaining, all right? Let me tell you a little story. About 8 years ago, a girl named Jenell Stewart walked into Target trying to figure out what she was gonna do with her natural hair. Prior to walking into Target, she had gone into countless beauty supply stores, CVS, Walgreens, Dwayne Reed's, which we have here in New York, trying to figure out what she could use on her hair. And after going to all of those stores, what Jenell found out was a lot of the products that were for black hair were not necessarily for natural hair. And they had a lot of ingredients that Jenell did not want to use in her hair anymore, such as petroleum or petrolatum, mineral oil, sulfates, parabens, alcohols, and the list goes on and on and on. So she went to Target. She wasn't trying to go to Target because Target was a little bit of a ways from her, but she went up to Target trying to find something to help her with her hair. And she walked into the beauty aisle area where they had the ethnic hair section, and she found a few products that were available for her hair. At the time, about 8 years ago, there was Jane Carter Solutions, there was Miss Jessie's, and there was a product line called Shea Moisture. The Jane Carter Solution product was like a waxy butter, and it was like $22. And Jenell was a student. She was getting her master's degree. She was working as a teacher, living in Brooklyn, and she didn't have the coins to pay $22 for no products. I also want to point out that Jane Carter too is a natural product, and Jenell would have loved to purchase it had it not been for the price. The next products that she picked up was Miss Jessie's, that she had heard a lot about, but once again, products were too expensive. I think the one that Jenell saw was the baby buttercream and the curly pudding, and they were both over $25. So the next option that Jenell saw that was for ethnic hair was Shea Moisture. And there were a couple products there, but one that stood out to her was the Shea Moisture Curl Enhancing Smoothie. And at the time it was $9.99 or $10.99. And Jenell looked at the label and noticed that it had a list of all these ingredients that it didn't have. And she was so in love with the fact that the product didn't have any, harsh ingredients in it. Jenell looked at the product and it had a list of the ingredients that were not in it, and it pretty much came down to shea butter, water, some oils, and some essential fragrances. Jenell was in love. And at that price point, for that size, Jenell was able to purchase the product for her natural hair, and that was the only thing that she could use in her hair that was made for natural hair for a while. Now, 8 years later, not only does the same companies that Jenell saw in Target 8 years ago have more extensive lines, like Jane Carter has 2 or 3 lines now, and Miss Jessie's has a wide array of products. And we all know Shea Moisture has like 250,000 products in their collection. But not only are those 3 products available in Target, some of the other products that Jenell had heard about that were more high-end are now also available in Target, such as Carol's Daughter. And there's a whole array of new products. Now, thinking back to some of the old products that we used to use when we were relaxed, they've now launched lines that are good for natural hair. I'm talking Mazzani has a natural hair collection. Dark and Lovely launched like 2 different natural hair collections. Cantu launched a natural hair collection. Cream of Nature launched a natural hair collection, and even Pantene has a natural hair collection. Now those are just companies that did not have natural hair, and now they do. Oh, Motions even launched a natural hair collection. Then from there we have an array of companies that are new, many of them Black woman owned. Eden Body Works, Camille Rose, Mielle Organics, Obia Naturals, TGIN, Oyen Handmade. Although Oyen was around back then, but it was one of those collections that you could only really get online. And now I can find Oyen in my CVS, and I live out in Long Island. I don't even live like in an area where there's tons and tons of black people for them to have it there, but they have it and it's available for me to go and get. Design Essentials, that definitely was around back then, but it wasn't the easiest product to get your hands on. Now we also have Tapered Naturals is in the stores, Main Choice is in the stores, As I Am, Beautiful Textures, by Made Beautiful. Talia Wajid was always around, but we're seeing more people using her product. And Curls Unleashed. I'm sure I'm missing like a ton more products, but right there I listed at least like 20 different collections or brands, 20 different brands. And to go from being a black woman walking into a place where I frequented for my skincare needs, my clothing needs, my household needs, my furniture needs, you know, whatever it may be, seasonal needs, to be able to go in there and not only just get those things, but also know that that's my go-to place for, you know, my hair care, and not being limited to only having one choice. You know, like I said, it was like one choice that I could really afford, to now having 20 different brands that make products for my hair. Is something that speaks more to the value in the beauty industry, understanding that black women matter. And you may be thinking, well, they're only doing this because they want our money. I named a lot of companies that did launch natural hair collections, and trust me, honey, just because they saw us purchasing products, they wanted to get in on the action too. Best believe I recognize that and I understand it. But there are so many others that I listed that were literally the people who were in our community, created products and put them out there. I can't be mad at that. And I can't be complaining, oh, there's too many products. I can't. I can only be happy for the fact that now I have almost as much options as white women when they walk into the store. The fact that a company like, let's say, Herbal Essences can have 7 different shampoos and 7 different conditioners to take care of a white woman's hair. And I also can have the same, whether it be from one company like Shea Moisture that has like 250,000 products, or another company that has 3 collections or 4 collections and will be adding to that in the future. I can't be mad at that. I can only be proud of my community. I can only say that you need to take your anger and your frustration and put it elsewhere, because having too many product options is not a bad thing, especially when everyone's hair is different, everyone's texture is different, everyone's hair needs are different. It makes it so much easier to have an option, even though it may be more challenging, honey, to figure out which option you should use. However, you have the option. And that's a beautiful thing, is having options. I want to have options. I don't want to be stuck using only one thing. Even though I loved the smoothie, I like the fact that Shea Moisture has 250,000 products, and also have other companies also that I can try and figure out, you know, if I want to pick up a Mielle Organics product to see what it does for my hair, I have that option now. You know, in my hair today, I use one of my favorite products by Eden Body Works. And if you are one of my loves, then you probably already know what this product is. It's the Curl Defining Cream. Love this product. If I didn't have options, I wouldn't be able to get the looks that you see here. Come on. Yes. So don't be mad. Don't be mad. Be proud. Be proud and be happy. Take your time trying to figure out what it is your hair needs. And at the end of the day, remember, 8 years ago, Jenell didn't have all these options, and now she does. And your daughters will too. Please, 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 please give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. If you have not already, please subscribe to my channel. And as always, I love you for watching. Bye. If you